We've all heard it before. Your brain runs on sugar. But what if that's only part of the story? Groundbreaking research from Weill Cornell Medicine is turning this idea on its head. Scientists have found that under certain conditions, your brain can actually burn fat, yes, fat, to power its activity. That's right, your brain might be a fat-burning machine, and we're only now starting to understand how. So here's what's going on. The study, published in Nature Metabolism, shows that electrical activity in neurons, the signals your brain sends when it's active, can trigger cells to tap into stored fat for energy. Dr. Timothy Ryan, one of the study's lead researchers, says this finding challenges a belief that's been held for decades, that the brain can't use fat as fuel. Spoiler alert, it can. The researchers focused on a gene called DDHD2. This gene makes an enzyme that breaks down fat inside the brain. When DDHD2 isn't working right, fat droplets start piling up in neurons. That got the team thinking, maybe the reason we thought the brain doesn't burn fat is because we never noticed the fat stores in the first place. So, they tested it out. In mice with these fat droplets in their neurons, the team found that when the brain became active, these droplets broke down into fatty acids, then got shipped off to the mitochondria, where they turned into ATP, the fuel that powers every cell. But here's the kicker, this only happened when the neurons were firing. When they were resting, the fat just stayed put. In other words, thinking burns fat, at least inside your brain. To see how important this fat-burning process is, researchers blocked fatty acids from entering the mitochondria. The result? The mice went into torpor, a state kind of like hibernation, with slowed heartbeats and a big drop in body temperature. This showed that the brain relies on these fat droplets much more than we realized, especially when sugar isn't around. According to Dr. Mukesh Kumar, the study's lead author, this could change how we think about aging brains, blood sugar imbalances, and even diseases like Parkinson's. As we age or face certain conditions, glucose levels in the brain can drop, but these fat stores might act as a backup fuel system, keeping neurons alive and functioning. So, what does this mean for the future? Dr. Ryan hopes that by understanding how the brain switches between sugar and fat, we can find new ways to treat brain diseases, or slow them down before they start. The idea that the brain is only a sugar-hungry organ? That's old news. The future of neuroscience might just be a little bit fat-fueled. Like what you learned? Subscribe for more brain science breakthroughs. And drop a comment. Should we rethink what fuels our brain?